Hey everybody, my name's Chris Birch. I'm one of the golf performance coaches here at Brocket Hall. And what I want to talk to you today is, do you have a problem with early extension? So what this means is as you're coming down into impact, do you lift up and trying to clear the hips out the way? So generally it's due to poor glute activation, poor the ability to connect yourself into the ground. So I want to go through a few little exercises with you today just so it can help you increase that ability to hold that hinge position and for you to then allow to push from the ground and create that clearance for you to come through with the club. So this first one is a band hinge. So what we do is we grab hold of a band. I tend to grab my hands through the actual band itself so I get a good grip. Grab both feet into the middle of the band. Obviously the wider I go, the more tension I'm going to have. Slightly bend in the knees and you're going to stand all the way up. This is going to allow you to keep good grounding onto the floor and our ability to keep that hinge position. Yeah, we're trying to keep that neutral spines, keep that spine into a nice correct position. We don't want to allow them shoulders to come forward, so that elevation and retraction of them shoulders is key. You stand back up, drop that down, give it a little hold, drive straight back through that backside. Next exercise I want to go through is a goblet squat. Now what I tend to find is a lot of people have that lack of mobility through their ankle joints, which is why they've got that stickiness within the hips. So to take that out of the equation, what we're going to do is we're going to elevate the heels. Now people will ask me questions about how wide should the blocks be, and if you were going to jump over these plates right here, what you want to do is your body will naturally put you into a position that you feel comfortable to create maximal force from the ground. So that's how wide your feet should be. Don't need to be together, don't need to be hip width, whatever you feel comfortable about creating good solid power from the floor. Now we grab hold of this dumbbell, we place it right into the middle of the chest, keep the elbows tucked in, I elevate the heels, and all I'm going to do is keep the chest nice and tall and squat as low as I feel comfortable. Now what I imagine is there is a wall in front of me, and this wall is going to allow me to stick out my bum, drop down as low as I can, and drive back up. Now top tip, to create that torque and then to activate them glutes, what I get people to do is turn them toes in. What that allows me to do is grind into the floor, externally rotate the knees and allow the glutes to activate. Let me just show you one more just on a side view. So again, we're getting them plates into a position that we feel comfortable with. I'm turning my toes in, which externally allows me to externally rotate them knees. I drop as low as I feel comfortable to, drive up. Now as I'm driving, I'm trying to push the floor apart from each other. That creates that tension, that glute activation. Now the next exercise is a glute bridge. So what you're going to do is lay yourself down on your back, get your knees at 90 degrees, pushing down on the heels, drive up through the backside. You can use your hands if you like, but you're clenching on that backside. Variation, next level, stick one leg straight up in the air, drive up, work one leg at a time. 10 reps on each side would be useful, easy to do. If you struggle with that, another really simple one to do is if you're going to put your shoulders onto the bench. So you're getting yourself nice and long on the bench. Again, like on the squats that we did, turn them toes in, just allows you to create that torque in the knees and in the hips, and you're driving that backside up nice and high. Again, you can do a variation, make it a little bit more difficult of a single leg. And next one of my favorites is a split squat hold. So a split squat is, a normal squat is obviously feet are hip width apart. A split squat is 1 foot behind the other, keeping that torso up nice and tall. I would tuck your pubic bone underneath you so you feel a stretch on the front of that back leg, and I turn my front toe in. I allow myself to come all the way down, and I just give that a little isometric hold and then drive myself up. Drop myself down, give me about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drive. The legs vibrating, it means it's contracting. That means it's a good thing. We're working that tissue. You need that level of stability. So all the way down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive yourself back up, change legs. And the next one I'm just going to show you is a peel-off press. This is about stabilizing that pelvis, keeping it stable. We have to get that from grounding ourselves into the floor. So again, I turn my toes in, allow them knees to externally rotate. I grab at the cable kind of wants to be around about that belly button height. I take the weight, and all I'm going to do is start from the belly button, and I'm going to push myself out and then draw my arms back in. Push myself out, pull myself back in. Obviously it's going to want to pull you this way, so I'm having to really grind, in this case my right leg into the ground, be stable through that glute, otherwise I'm going to start moving. Just show you quickly on the other side. Again, pull it out, bring it into the middle of your chest. I'm grinding my left heel into the ground, push the cable straight out, pull it back. Again, with this series, this is all about trying to stabilize the pelvis and stay within that flexion to allow us to push from that driving leg to clear the hips so we don't early extend.